Hello. My name is Stephanie Church. I'm Betty's granddaughter and the daughter of Skip and Sue. And although my grandma lived in a different state a few hours away from me, I have so many wonderful memories shared with her. And many are from our visits to Michigan, such as fishing for sunfish in her backyard or riding on Uncle Dave's motorcycle with him, and playing with her stuffed animal cats. That was always my favorite. But even better, Grandma would come visit us in Libertyville in Illinois for a few weeks or a month every year. And it was during those visits that she taught me some of the most important lessons of my whole life. And today I just want to thank her for two of those lessons I learned. The first lesson Grandma taught me was how to see the beauty in everything in life, in others, and maybe more importantly, in ourselves. Grandma was always genuinely excited for every single thing we do together during her visits to Libertyville. She'd gush over every movie that my brother and I would pick, from Jurassic Park to Mary-Kate and Ashley. And she seemed truly thankful when I would teach her how to color or make crafts. Her joy and enthusiasm for life was contagious, and I wanted to be just like her in that way. But again, it's the way that she made me feel and the beauty she showed me within myself that made the biggest impact. I remember as a very insecure, anxious teenager and preteen, walking downstairs to get breakfast, and I would have no makeup on, which at that time was rare, and my hair would be in knots, and I'd be wearing these old ragged pajamas. And there was Grandma sitting at the breakfast counter in a perfectly ironed skirt and matching scarf and gorgeous jewelry at 7 a.m. And she would look at me from head to toe and gasp audibly. And she would say, "Stephanie, you look absolutely gorgeous. I cannot believe how beautiful you are." And hearing this day after day in those really pivotal years truly changed the way that I saw myself. And hearing those compliments in my most vulnerable state from my beautiful role model helped me see the beauty within myself without all that extra stuff on the outside. So Grandma, I will forever be thankful for your unconditional love. The second lesson comes from a more strained or strenuous parts of Grandma's visits, and that was piano practice. As most of you know, Betty was a very accomplished, extremely amazing pianist. And as a young girl, I was an aspiring pianist. And I had the enthusiasm down, but I didn't have the discipline that Grandma expected and that she knew that I needed. So we would sit at the piano together daily during her visits to Libertyville, and she would stretch my fingers and talk about theory and focus, and we'd get to work. And for hours, Grandma would help me practice my recital or competition pieces. And we would practice all day, far, far past the time that I would say, "I'm done." We'd play the same few notes over and over again until my fingers would ache, and I'd silently vow to never, ever play piano ever again. But then that recital or competition would come, and I would have overwhelming confidence, knowing I had done all the work to possibly achieve perfection. And there was Grandma front and center, with tears in her eyes and flowers in her hands and her soft smile and the proudest applause. And, she taught me really what it meant to be passionate at those times. She would tell me, "Stephanie, if you love piano, then put your energy into it. Push yourself to be good at what you actually love." And this mindset has completely changed me as an adult as well. I now teach high school in Chicago, and those nights when I'm up late grading or spending all weekend lesson planning or agonizing over a single student, I think about sitting at the piano with Grandma for hours, honing my craft and pursuing my passion. And now when my students say I'm done, far, far before I know that they actually are, I push them from that same place of love that Grandma taught me. So thank you, Grandma, for teaching me how to turn my passion into a purpose.